Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready for some boom, baby, boom, rise and shine? It's about 60 degrees weather time. We're back in Finland. Everybody's chilling. Little girls are playing. Sun is shining and birds are chirping. And this is the morning marijuana motivation. I'm Saints Addiction. This is Saints Addiction right here. And every morning I get up and I reach, preach, and teach to everyone about how awesome life is instead of looking at it differently. They choose to look at it habitually. And this morning, I had to have a conversation with the homies because they woke me up about 5 o'clock this morning drunk. And I was just like, no, bro, you know, I'm done. I'm done being Mr. Homeless Guy on the couch. My friends coming in at 5, 6 a.m., talking shit, arguing. They don't even know. And this morning, we're going to have a conversation about people that can't even realize their real lies with real eyes. Like out. So it turns out all my homies started on the vodka, and you don't get to see. You would think that you're getting octane or maybe liquid dopamine or a liquid oxygen, if you will, is a catalyst for some big explosions. When you put vodka in a human being, they think that they're getting there faster, like a tequila or a whiskey. What they really are doing is they're slowing themselves down. As I speak right now, my friend's passed out on the couch. If I were to yell and be loud and wake him up in the middle of his sleep, he would be angry at me, right? So last night when they came home at about 5 o'clock with 5 other people, I also was angry out of my deep sleep. And I remembered last time I was here when my homie used to do the same thing. Come home from the bar, start wrestling a girl, destroy the house, wake me up 5, 6 a.m. No concern for my well-being, no concern for my sleep, and no concern for talking shit, going like, well, you're homeless with me. And I was like, no, I'm not homeless. I'm choosing to stay with you. I see myself through my bullshit. I call myself out through my actions. It's not enough to just be through the motions. That's what most people do. They just go through the motions and they don't express their emotions. Their emotions express them. So whenever they feel a little sideways, they're going to go and say something. They can't even see it. They can't even see the entitlement. I need 6 flyers on Sunday night or on a Saturday night. We have a $500 minimum. Oh, I don't feel comfortable with those photos that I did the bikini shoot with you, but all your photos are bikini shoots, and every one of the photos is of your face in it. You can't see your ego, right? You can't see that you think that you're being loving. Oh, give me a hug, my buddy said while he was being drunk. And he reminded me of my father with that abuse you, love you cycle that I've seen in my life with my own eyes. And it takes a lot to realize real lies. You know, you have to get extremely real with yourself before any of this transpires. But most of us, we can't see our addictions. We don't want to admit our patterns. We don't want to admit that we lie to ourselves, that we lie to others. I got one friend down here. He said, oh, you can stay with me. Now it turned into a maybe, right? And I'm like, didn't I give you a gold chain that my mom gave me? But you probably pawn that off too. Okay. They don't even see. They can't see the way that they're being. And this is why we're having this conversation this morning. It's like you can't possibly put in this kind of energy, the catalyst of your life, and not see the chemical blends. Maybe you're not a chemist, okay? Maybe you didn't major in chemistry in college. I barely passed. I know I did. But the chemistry inside me, when I fill myself with dopamine, when I fill myself with nicotine, when I fill myself with caffeine, right? This is where my brain starts to be dependent on other things. Me personally, I've already been craving this little tobacco spliff every morning. I look forward to it. But at the same time, I know I can put it down. There's a big difference from putting sex down, food down, and weed down when they're my favorites. It's a whole nother difference when I'm putting cocaine down, alcohol down, and what else did I quit? Cocaine, alcohol, ooh, and anger. Yeah, almost forgot. Let's bless up to that. But I couldn't see. I would get so frustrated that I couldn't see that there was another side to the argument, or I couldn't see that the other person had a point or to validate it. I couldn't see that when I interpreted it, I if I felt slighted, I came back aggressive. And it wasn't the way that I write it, right? I told the one girl, she's like, oh, I'm on here, but my ex found me. And I'm like, see, this is why we have faceless porn being always anonymous. I said, this is some bullshit. I think she thought that I was saying her drama was some bullshit, right? I think that's what she processed. She didn't even know, but I think that's what she heard or thought or whatever you want to call it, right? I'm gonna stand back in the shade, baby. Give me some shade, baby. Come on, man. Let's balance up. Come on, baby. Balance with me. There we go. And then we can't even see ourselves. We can't see our own patterns. We're chasing emotions. Emotions change. 2 years ago, she was proud. 2 years later, something gets up her ass and she wants the post taken down. And then I walk past a girl I haven't seen in 2 years and she's still flipping me off, doing the fuck you high life. You don't see that you're killing your potential. You don't see that now you gotta sleep and sleep it off. And no wonder why this beautiful day of 63 degrees and you're not even out in the sunshine. You have to be a slave to the things that master you. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. You're a slave to something. I hope you're a slave to love. But something's gonna get you. Maybe you're a slave to money. That's why I have the money slavery. You know, you're always in your own head to do anything to stop the money dread, the anxiety. I sat with these people at the bar last night, and the girl goes, these thoughts keep coming and happen at me. I'm like, you're a worry word, aren't you? What's your sign? She said, Cancer. I'm like, yeah, you're emotional. That means you're a booty bitch. And you're a bitch to your mood. Imagine that. Imagine that something comes up and it's rude, and now you gotta be rude. Imagine that you got touched, kind of like the dim mock, that one that freezes you in Kill Bill 2. You know, it freezes you. Someone made a compliment, can you say thank you? Or are you gonna take all the criticism and embed it in you? You know, you're gonna listen to a stranger outside of you instead of believe on the inside of you. But you can't see. They don't even know. They don't even know that they're being rude. They don't even know that they're in a cycle. They don't even know their habits, their dopamine pathways. They don't even know themselves. To thy own self be true and know thyself. You know what I mean? You gotta know what you're about, bro. Track your day. Like I used to track my diet. You have to write down everything. Even if you took a candy. Watch yourself run to your emotions, right? Get up in the morning, like you do if you're blessed to. Get up and watch yourself run to the food, run to the coffee, run to the candy, run to your social media, and see that, oh, I wake up, I play on my phone, I go to work, and I come home, and I play on my phone, and now you're in the Ticarilla triangle. You're stuck in this pattern because you won't put your phone down, right? You want to keep comparing yourself to others. You want to keep competing with others instead of competing with yourself. Yep. Smoke burps. Empty stomach. But that's what we do. And then you can go back through the years and see that you didn't do anything. You didn't go anywhere. You just kept those little patterns. You kept wearing a little fucking path in the carpet, like the old lady when I used to live in Vegas downtown. She had a pattern. Like she sat by the window and wore the carpet down. It went right from the fucking TV to the refrigerator. How many of us are like that? A lot. And as the guy said, this is even worse. I'm out here for like an hour and a half on the phone with GoDaddy, and then he comes out and he goes, I think you don't want to talk to us. I'm like, no, it's not like that. And then he was like, I can't smoke weed. It makes my thoughts run, and I can't control them. And I'm like, that's anxiety. And he was like, yeah, well, let me smoke some weed. And I'm like, I thought you said you just didn't smoke weed. And then he was like, yeah, but when I'm drunk, I like to smoke weed. Now he's smoking my weed, but he's not paying for it. Then they came back drunk, and now he's screaming. He's going saying some stupid shit like, What did he say? Where's the fucking weed? And I'm like, where's my weed is what you're saying. Did you pay 14 euros, 15 euros for the gram? No, you didn't. And then they're entitled. They're entitled to their emotions. Instead of being in control of their emotions and seeing someone else's perspective, they're like this. Well, the world will do this to you too. If you're like, fuck the world will be like, fuck you too. And they can't even see it. They can't even see their anger. They can't even see their resentment. They can't even see their regret. Instead of taking action, which is the best solution for regret, they keep the pattern. They keep their habits. They keep their guilt trips. They keep their moods. And now you have to chase this thing. This is what's been in my head this whole week. Now you have to sedate yourself. You have to search out dopamine. You have to fake dopamine. The one girl was sitting there right there in front of the fucking machine, and I'm like, no wonder why you can't sleep. You're trying to play video games in your head. You're trying to drink whiskey in your head, and you're doing the vape pen. It's all fake dopamine. All of it. Gambling, fake dopamine, alcohol, fake dopamine, nicotine, fake dopamine, because it was the vape. I'm smoking tobacco, and we've been growing tobacco for forever. Why? Because humans want this kind of plant. It's like marijuana, like tobacco, are both cousin plants. That's why they work so well together. You know, they get humans to chew on them, just like other plants. Like monkeys, they know where to source their favorite fruit. You can't fool someone by taking away their favorite fruit. They'll be like, give it back. They'll fight for it like a child, like these children out here. It's like you're taking candy from a baby, but you're not a baby anymore, bro. We're not children anymore. We're adults, and we get to choose what we're going to go after. We have to see that these are the things that we are desiring more than anything. More than your travel will be your habits. More than your peace of mind will be your worry, and more than your opportunity will be your pessimism. And that's what ends up happening. You can't see that you're draining your life away. You can't see that you're being rude to me by saying that you're homeless. I wouldn't call you toothless, right? But there we are. Here we are. My friend's talking about the time that I shit my pants. Well, I don't talk about them being short. You know, it's like, are we digging at each other or are we building each other up? I can tell that I'm not welcome. My buddy said, maybe. No, he touched his heart and said, you can stay with me, bro. Not, maybe you can stay with me, bro. No, he said, you can stay with me, bro, and touched his heart. That was a fake heart. That was fake love. You got to know the difference. They don't teach you this in school, fake friendships. No, they don't teach you group think, where the girls, when we got on the bus and they all had their fake tans in their high school years, and they all had their fake eyelashes, and now they all look the same. Did you guys actually plan on being the same, or any one of you going to be an individual? Right. Just keep following the crowd right over the fucking cliff and go in it with Pied Piper, bro. The Pied Piper, he's going to lead all the rats in the maze off the cliff so they can all die. It's suicide. It is. It's suicide. It's a slow suicide. It's a slow suicide for sure, because you don't even know that it's slowly happening to you. It takes 265 days to break a habit. I'll have a friend say, I quit for 5 days. And I'm like, well, then you got 260 days to go, right? So you can perform to yourself, not to the world, not to the gram, not to the live, to yourself, dude. To say, oh yeah, well, I made a decision and it happened. I have to stick long enough in the pain zone of withdrawals to say, I'm not going backwards. Because if I go backwards, then I'm in the cycle and I know myself. If I keep chasing these fake things, I'm going to keep getting fake feelings, and it's going to give me fake outcomes. And we don't process it that way. We go, give me what I want. I'm a child. Give me my sugar. Give me my salt. Give me my sex. Give me anything to distract me. And I know how to distract me. But do you know how to control you? Right? I have to control me, and some of the things I have to control is like when I feel like I'm getting slighted, I go, maybe I don't have to prove my point, right? That was something I learned from my psychologist. What are you trying to prove to this individual that you just met, complete stranger, and you felt like you had to put them in check? I just don't have to be near you. Wow. So now you don't get to fire me up. I fire myself up. And I don't fire at you, I fire up. You know what I mean? It's like the gripes go down, my inspiration goes up. I don't sit there and try to destroy someone or talk negative to them, because then I'm talking negative to myself, right? I could tell somebody to fuck off, but now my heart rate is high, and I'll have the heart attack. It's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. We think the other person is going to hurt as much as us. We break our leg, you can't feel it. You could literally snap your femur right in front of me and I get zero of it. You know what I mean? And this is what we want. We want to, if it bleeds, it leads. We want misery loving company. We want somebody to feel our pain. The one guy said, yeah, but you're going to hear my pain, or you're going to listen to me? I'm like, I'm not onboarding what you're saying, bro. You're over here so spun up. You're talking to girls in front of your wife, and we're supposed to be feeding the homeless. You're talking more than you're working. All the rest of us are getting to work, and you're over there monologuing. Right, bro? And I'm like, I called him out on it, and he was like, that's some rude shit. And then we almost fighting when we're supposed to be feeding the homeless. I was like, get the fuck over yourself, kid. You can't be serious, bro. I don't fuck with people like that. And I came up to him and said, you're going to do something about it. Because I'll be the worst day you have. You know what I mean? I will put a pummeling on you, bro. And then we almost started fighting again. Right. Because I don't do this. I do this. I don't start. I finish. I don't just say the words. I do what I say. And that's the difference. That's the difference. They don't see that they aren't doing what they say. Stay with me, but maybe. These guys are all junkies, but you're passed out. You ain't got no money, and you ain't got no food in the fridge, but you're calling me homeless. This is crazy. I'm listening to people that never left their apartments, right? Like, how can you listen to somebody that you wouldn't want to trade places with? Just saying, right? And why are you trying to impress people you don't even like, or they don't even really like you? You're trying. You got to stay in the fucking the tanning bed. That's one day you weren't in the sunshine. You got to stay at the fake plastic lashes instead of buying some fucking stocks. You're over here comparing yourself to others and buying consumerized products, and now when you go out in public, they got the same shirt. You ain't got these shirts. These are brand new. These are custom, homie. I wear my own brands, and I wear my own vibe, right? It's not my feelings. My feelings will lie. They lie to me all the time. Man, you want to work out? No. Who said that? Who said that? Mr. Comfort said that. Mr. Comfort, especially in a tourist, would be like, let's just have sex all day, eat all day, and stay inside all day. I had one girlfriend that said, I came all the way out to Vegas, and all we did was stay in the whole weekend and fuck. And I was like, yeah, that's what I like to do. She's like, I thought you were going to take me on some tours and go around and do some things. And I'm on some, we already went camping and shit like that. But like, for Vegas, for me, I'm not going gambling. I'm not going to the nightclub, bro. I'm not gonna go join the fuckery and fakery and the drunk folks, bro. That's not what I do. That's not fun to me. But you gotta know you. What's your fun to you? And why is it always that way? You know what I mean? Why am I always at the bar? Oh, because I feel lonely. Who's gonna say that? No one's gonna say I feel lonely, so let me inebriate myself, let me suppress my emotions, and then when I go out to the bar, it's gonna come out of me sideways. The guy at the end of the night, all of a sudden he was quiet all night, he was weird, he was standing by girls, he didn't talk to anybody. At the end of the night, after he drank, he slammed his cup down and the fucking drink went up and splattered down. And all of us were like, what the fuck? And luckily the girl was smart. The bartender went like, I saw that shit, right? And she was like, nuh-uh. And she didn't confront him. She just ran to the security guard and go, we got a drunk guy that's angry. So now you were already angry, but now you decided to fuel yourself with whiskey, tequila, or vodka, and now you're arguing with your friends. You're fighting them. You're grabbing their fingers and bending them. They're starting fights with 20-year-old college kids that are fucking yoked playing fucking hockey every day. And now your friend's like, cut it out, bro. We don't want to fight young kids anymore. We're in our 40s, bro. You're going to get a fucking mug. I can't let you get beat up, but damn, bro, why you got to pick on UFC fighters? Right. They don't even see. They don't even know. And it's like it's the blind leading the blind. Or maybe it's those sunglasses like that one movie in the 80s where he took them off and he sees regular life and then he puts it on and it's like buy, owned, slavery, consumerism. You don't see it. You see the advertisement. You don't see that someone's selling you candy. They're selling you sugar. They're selling you negativity. They're selling you comparison. And then you're going to be like, why isn't my skin tight like the Dove commercial, the Dove soap, you know? And you're just like, oh, I need soft skin. I want to be wrinkle free. Bro, you're going to get wrinkles. Own it. Your girl, Pamela Anderson, fake tits, not fake tits, fake tits, not fake tits, now doesn't wear makeup, right? She's sick of fucking chasing the image. And all the girls wanted to be just like her, or have some of the attention from her, or get the attention like her. You know what I mean? We're over here trying to be somebody else instead of be the best version of ourselves. That's some bars, Mark. That's some fucking bars. And I only got real, my vibe only got real when I really said what I feel, right? And not what my feelings taught me to feel, right? Like the way I feel is not inebriated. It didn't come out of me sideways. It didn't come from irritation, aggravation, or frustration. You know yourself. When you're like that, the HALT system, halt, stop, halt, halt, halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. If you're any of those 4 things, odds are you're not communicating properly. Straight up. Where's the ball? Not talking to yourself properly. This guy's over here smoking all my weed, but he's getting paranoid. The other girl sitting across from me, and her hands look worried. She's just like, that's the way I am. How many of us go to the default of, that's just the way I am, instead of, I can't control myself? That's what you should have been saying. You should have been saying, when I was having a fight with my ex, and I almost ripped her out of the car, and she's pregnant with my baby, and we're having a fight, and I'm like, get out of the car. And she's like, hell no. And I was like, I said, get out of the car, right? And I realized really quickly, like, I'm being violent. That's really hard to do. That's really hard to do, to stop you from being violent or aggravated or microaggressive. You're going to have to be able to control you. You know what? I'm not in the right mind to have this conversation right now. I'm going to go take a shower. I'll come back, and I promise we'll have it. Give yourself a space. This is something I learned. I saved the best for last in the morning motivation, but it's true. Give yourself some space between what you would have said and after you breathe, after you ate, after you've had sex. Now have that conversation. I defy you. These 5 things, watch this. Good weed, good food, good music, good sex, and what was the other thing? Good friends. If you had all 5 of these things in your life, I defy you to fight. I'm serious. If you just had sex and you just ate and the music is good and your friends are around, right? I defy you to fucking fight somebody, bro. And you just smoke some good weed? No way, bro. Saints Addiction all day. No fucking way. There's no way I'm gonna fight someone after that. There's no way I'm gonna give up my mood for their attitude. There's no way that I'm going to put myself in any more situations that I know I'm not going to win. I've learned the lessons. The pain has taught me. I have survived and endured my discomforts. That's why I posted this from Marcus Aurelius. If you can endure it, stop complaining. And I made myself stop complaining because I have such a blessed life. I diss all the good things that have happened to me in my life by complaining. I literally am drilling holes in my own canoe. And I was sick of that shit. I was pissed when I found this out. You should be too. That you're the only one smoking your weed. That you're the only one inebriating yourself. That you're the only one spending your money. Have you ever tried to control your spending habits? Bro, they're directly tied to our self-control. And for those that don't have any self-control, oh my God, bro. We're all over the place. We're all over the fucking place. You know, you've lost yourself. Lost souls are around us, and they don't want to see that they're lost. They just want to keep getting inebriated and substances and programming, and let that be their guide. And I'm like, your soul is your guide. You know, your thoughts, your ideas, let that be your guide. Let that be your Jesus. Let that be your Buddha. Let that be your path. That version of you daydreaming on the beach, retired, financially free, then you got Saints Addiction. Then you start to see a different version of yourself, a version that's showing up to the gym, right? Oh, that's a garbage truck, right? Showing up to the gym instead of showing up to the bar. I have a shirt that says gyms over bars. It's fucking hot. It's getting hotter over here. I'm getting in the shade. You know, gyms over bars, bro. Think how much more you'll get laid. What to think of the quality of women there? These are healthy women instead of women that are destructive and worried and got inner problems. Now you're going with girls that go after it, that are healthy and are trying to improve themselves. Where are you going? Are you hanging out at the library? Are you hanging out at the college? Or are you hanging out at the park and you're hanging out with the same people? That's what I'm asking, bro. And you know, but maybe you don't want to know because what did they say? Ignorance is bliss. You're blissfully drunk, but you don't want the hangover. You're blissfully getting attention, but none of them are valid suitors. And oh, by the way, you're also now sitting for hours of your precious life on this device. I'm the only one on here. Like, get the fuck off of this thing. Even if you're listening to me, click. I'd rather you fucking put this thing fucking down. Take off the like, take off the subscribe, bro. Just subscribe to you. Subscribe to what you do. Subscribe to your words in your head instead of the dread and the feelings and the emotions. And now I gotta go chase it. I gotta go chase the sugar to get my emotions under control. I gotta go chase the cocaine to get high. I gotta chase the alcohol so I don't feel. Right, right. First you go right, then you go wrong. And this is that conversation for Saints Addiction is I had to have a conversation with myself. I had to have that man in the mirror talk. I had to have that like, hey bro, who's in control? And when that cigarette started to come to my mouth, man, I'll never forget that moment. I was just like, who's in control of my body? Who's in control of my thoughts? And who's in control over my feelings? And if I'm the master and commander of the ship, why am I not pumping myself full of positivity? Why am I not doing the work that gives my body in alignment? It starts giving me my own endorphins. It starts giving me my own serotonin. It starts giving me my own hope. I don't feel hope when I'm hungover, bro. It takes forever. And to peel myself back up from the damage that I've done, bro, I don't want to hurt myself anymore. I haven't felt a hangover in forever. And when I did relapse in Brazil, I lost my phone. I lost all those photos. I lost a shirt. I lost a day. Last time I drank with these guys at the fucking cabin, I lost a day of my life. I literally slept through a whole Saturday that, hey, we're leaving tomorrow. I said, what happened? Somebody fighting or something? And they're like, no, you slept. I was like, what? Dude, I had slept for 16 hours while everybody else kept partying. I lost a day of my life that could have been at a beautiful cabin with all my friends, and now it's deleted. Just like your memories after you're drinking, you're just like, it's gone. Just like a fake relationship after they block you, it's just gone from cream pies to blocks. You're like, wow, that was quick. Or from pregnancies to no babies, or how about from death to do us part? You know, I mean, like one of us is gonna die eventually. So it's like, who's gonna be the first one to apologize? Who's gonna be the first one to check their ego? Who's gonna be the first one to say this is gonna waste time? You know what I mean? Like I'm literally wasting my fucking time, and I'm the only one I can blame. There's no one else. I can't blame Netflix. I can't blame YouTube. I can't blame this bearded guy named Marky Saint with his little Saints Addiction brand. No, I have to blame myself. I was like, he told me to put the phone down after the show, but I just kept watching other things. And then I lost another 2, 3 hours of my life. And then I wondered why there was nothing to rely on. Me personally, I'm sitting here making a lot of money lately. And now I can travel to Sweden and Denmark. My buddy called me today, too. I think the bus would be easier, too. Cheaper, 40 euros, 60 euros by boat and 40 euros by bus. And I'm in Sweden and Denmark. Huh. And I don't know the path, guys. I've never been there before, but I also tell myself there's people that live there. You can ask them questions. They're not afraid to walk the streets. They're not afraid to use the metro. They're on the same bus as you. Might as well ask some fucking questions, right, bro? Like, hey guys, where do I do? Where do I go? Where's this? Where's that? Is this the bus stop? Does this bus stop go to the next destination? And that's how I travel by Saints, bro. It's not hard. But we make life harder than it has to be. C'est la vie, such is life. Life is tough. But stop fucking bitching about it, bro. Stop fucking complaining about it. Stop fucking kicking a rock. You're only hurting your own toe. And I'm over here telling you as a guy that kicked a rock for a fucking long ass time and carried some rocks in his backpacks and hit his head up on the rocks because I'm gabadosh, the head of concrete. That's me. And as I see my friends deteriorate around me, and I see degeneracy, and I see people not growing, I can only tell you through my channel, through my heart from the start, that I'm seeing my dreams come true, that I really am making thousands of dollars overseas. Just like I asked from the universe, and I said I just want to own my own business, man. Just like make me own my own business. I didn't know I was gonna have 5 brands. And then you want to be audacious, you want to be entitled. Universe, please give me the ability to wear my brands, land, do the business meeting, close the deal, spend more time at lunch, and then go see the city. I thought that would make me happy. What's your perfect day look like? Driving around to each smoke shop, selling products till they kick me out. You talk too much, and then go to the next one, smoke some more weed, use an electric car so I don't hurt the environment. And that would be a full day to me. A day that I was talking to people and selling products and wearing my own products and spreading the good vibe and spreading the word and do the marketing. Bro, come on now. How's your favorite day looking? Probably haven't described it, have you? Yeah, and that's why you don't know. You haven't painted the picture. I keep telling everybody dream in detail, but they don't want to listen to me. I'm like, bro, you want to keep sitting here? You're sleeping. You're sleeping through your life. Literally, you're a fucking zombie. And I'm waiting for the zombie apocalypse is upon us. It's all the people that aren't really alive that buy into someone else's brand, that buys into a fake vibe. They just want to appear happy. It's like a fucking vodka commercial. Everybody's so skinny. Last I checked, people that drink aren't skinny. They don't have all their teeth. The reality is what you see is the homelessness, the addictions, the people that are suffering, my friends. And that's what it comes to in the end. Empty refrigerators, empty dreams, and empty life. And I don't want people to. That's why I'm doing this. I don't want them to do that. You can do anything you want. Just don't do that. Right? Just don't park yourself. Just don't pause. And just don't stop. Halt. That's your morning marijuana motivation. If you got anything out of this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe below. Womp womp. Is that Ryan? Oh shit. Is that DJ Womp Womp? No way, bro. Where you been? That's the homie. Who else we got here for real? For real. Sabri, YouTube. How old are you, bro? I'm turning 45 in a week. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much for asking, because I am having a birthday and I'm letting my feelings distract me from the reality that I am actually turning 45. This April 21st, on Monday, we're going to do a 4-day vacation out at the woods, at the Murky, at the fucking cabin with Yoni, and all the food and all the Easter and all the nature. Hell, we don't even have electricity and I'm excited. You know what I mean? So Monday's going to be my birthday, and I'm daring myself to cut another section in the ice, go from the sauna and into the ice. I got to plunge. I got to cold plunge myself for my birthday. That's it. Dare. I'm scared. You know what I mean? Who does? Every time too, I get close to the water, I'm all like, yeah, I'm brave. I'm gonna go jump in. It's a whole another motherfucker, bro, to move yourself. That's what I keep talking about with Saints Addiction, right? Moving yourself past these pains, and to see your friends are jumping in the ice lake, but your DNA is like, oh hell no. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you. Your humanness goes like, your balls shrivel up. You know what I mean? And yeah, they're doing it, and then they're daring you to do it, and then you got to do it. And a couple times I bitched out. Not gonna lie, can't lie to myself. So now it's like, all right, Saint, you're 45, man. You got to do this thing. I'm all brave. I'm in the sunshine right now, telling you that, but I know that lake's calling me, and I gotta cut a hole in it, and I gotta jump in it, and I gotta be balls deep in it, not just on my waist, but like cold plunge, and really feel myself come alive right after with endorphins, and my body will try to recover itself and wake me up. You know what I mean? It's going to wake me up inside myself. We got to wake the fuck up. It's like, okay, what if you got splashed with cold water every morning? You know what I mean? It'd be very uncomfortable, but it'd be a sensation. You know what I mean? And it'd be a real sensation, not like a methamphetamine sensation. We can't replicate the same endorphins. That's why I don't do drugs. I tried to hit the homie with it, but I was like, bro, if you really are an addict, that means you really are addicted to the high life. That means you just want to live the high life. And that means remembering my memories. That also means being healthy. And that also means my brain is not against me. Like I'm not trying to massage it from a headache or a hangover or negativity. Instead, it's benefiting me. It's letting my thoughts turn into income and my creativity into retirement, and my self talk is so much more better, mo better. So yeah, dude, mo better blues, mo better blues. I've got to be more better than I have the blues, that's for sure. So thanks for asking, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for liking and sharing and subscribing. And as always, peace and love. And Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Finnish. And that's where I am right now, Finland. Yep. I'm watching it all roll by, beautiful blue skies. So, yeah, if you would like to be at peace in the morning, wake up on your own time, be your own boss, travel the world, and make an income doing it, then subscribe below. Ciao. Bello, bella, bella, bello. That means guy and girl.